Now called to order. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Prince?
Here.
Ms. Perez?
Here.
Mr. Pavoni?
Here.
Mr. Taylor? Mr. Corman?
Here.
Ms. Palmer?
Here.
Mr. Person?
Here.
Roll call, Mayor, one absent.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Prince.
I move we excuse the absent council member. Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Prince, seconded by Mr. Corman, that Councilmember Taylor be excused. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. First item on the agenda is a proclamation. Mr. Covington.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we do have a proclamation tonight. I'll just read that. Whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world. And whereas the office of the municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels, and whereas municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all, and whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community, and whereas municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, province, county, and international professional organizations, and whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk, now therefore I, Dennis Law, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim the week of May 3 through 9, 2015, to be Municipal Clerks Week in the City of Renton, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Jason Seth, and to all municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 4th day of May, 2015, and it's signed, Mr. Mayor, by you.
Thank you, Mr. Covington.
How'd that happen?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
I move the proclamation be adopted as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Prince, that this proclamation be adopted as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You guys have it. My pleasure to present this to Jason Seth.
School.
I just want to take a moment to thank Mr. Mayor and Council President Prince and the rest of council for supporting me in the new position. You know, I've been doing it since November. And I also want to thank Jay and Ewan Wong, my supervisor, because, you know, without their support and the rest of the administrators, we really wouldn't be able to do what we do. And then finally, I'd like to thank the city clerk staff and also the lobby volunteers, because they do a lot for us, and we kind of make sure that program continues. So thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank you very much, Jason. I do want to mention that there's an unbelievable amount of work that is done in the city clerk's office, and Megan just joined us recently, and she's getting a full dose of that, even though she was experienced with this job before in another jurisdiction. But we appreciate the great work being done out of the city clerk's office, so thank you. Okay, administrative report, Mr. Covington.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I do have a couple of items for the public's information and the council's. We are going to try to, as we approach the construction season, summer construction season, we will try as best we can to inform the public of potential traffic snarls due to construction activities. And so this week, I'm going to announce a couple of areas where we've got some work being done in the street, in the hope that those who are listening and will see this later might be able to plan their trips accordingly. The traffic signal at the intersection of South Grady Way and Shattuck Avenue South will be out of operation this Thursday, May 7th, from 9:30 to 1:30, so the King County Metro can replace a cabinet for its Route 101 traffic signal priority project. The intersection will be controlled by King County Police with additional traffic control installed as needed. And our own street maintenance crews will be performing work at various locations this week. Please note, all work zones will experience lane closures between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m., and this work is weather permitting, which may slightly alter the schedule. So today through Thursday, both eastbound and westbound curb lanes along South Grady Way at Lake Avenue South will be closed alternately for work in the crosswalks. Crews will start on the south side of Grady Way in the morning and expect to switch to the north side crosswalk approximately midday. Tomorrow, northbound curb lane on Logan Avenue South at Airport Way will be closed for final paving of the new curb, gutter, and sidewalk. And Wednesday and Thursday of this week, westbound curb lane closure on Southeast 192nd Street from Benson Drive South just along there will be closed for paving. So there's a strip there right at 192nd and Benson Drive right there at 108th. If folks have questions, they're happy to look. They can look at our website, or they can call us at 425-430-7400. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Covington. Next is audience comment. We have one person signed up to address the council, Dave McCammon. Dave, you know the routine. Although it's been a while since you've been here.
Mr. Mayor, Council, my name's Dave McCandless, City of Renton. Having wrapped up the Citizens Committee for the RFA, I feel that it wasn't answered, and I have the question of, I'm curious if the discussion was ever done about going a different route than combining fire districts with another that would help improve city fire as is. I mean, one thing I did find out was that the city can go for a benefit charge, which I thought was only for RFAs and counties. Well, I was told because of the large annexation to the city, they had a benefit charge that the city would be able to charge one. But like I was going back to, I would like to have the discussion made public on whether another choice besides the RFA had been discussed. And the other side is, what happens if what happens if the vote fails and there is no change in the way business is accomplished pertaining to emergency services here in Renton? I don't expect an answer tonight, but I would like one made public for anybody that is going to pay attention besides me. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Dave. And we will have a lot of public discussion in regards to any future change in the fire department, and whether we stay the same, whether we go to a fire authority, or whether we exercise some of the options like you mentioned before. So it's important to us that it be very transparent to the public on all of the options available and exactly what the discussion's all about in terms of level of service. So, but thanks for bringing it up. Appreciate that. Okay, moving on to consent agenda. We have 8 items for council consideration.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Prince.
I move we adopt the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Prince, second by Mr. Corman, that council approve the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to unfinished business, Mr. Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Ms. Perez.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Mr. Pavoni.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Taylor. Oh, no, he's not here. Mr. Corman.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Ms. Palmer.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Person, you have something?
Well, somebody had to work. Finance Committee has a couple reports.
Okay, the first Finance Committee report is the approval of claims and payroll vouchers. The Finance Committee approves for payment on May 4th, 2015, claims vouchers 337695 through 338070, 3 wire transfers and 1 payroll run with benefit withholding payments totaling $6,584,884.07, and payroll vouchers including 721 direct deposits and 62 payroll checks totaling $1,581,110.47. This is signed by the committee chair and member.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
this particular voucher run includes $948,000 for 2 new fire trucks, so, and just so the public knows, we do have things on a replacement schedule so that when they start causing too much maintenance, that we're in a position to keep upgrading our equipment so that the fire department can respond. So it'd really be interesting, I think, for the rest of council, that when they get one of them in service, that maybe we could have a look at what we paid $948,000 for.
We'll definitely do that.
With that, I move that the council concur with the recommendation of the Finance Committee.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Pavoni, that council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, so the next Finance Committee report is for the accounts receivable collection contract. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to approve the combined 5-year collection service contract with Alliance One, June 1st, 2015 through May 31st, 2020, for both the city's general account receivables and municipal court receivables, based on the fee schedule currently available to the municipal court. And this is signed by the committee chair and member.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
I move the council concur in the recommendation of the Finance Committee.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Pavoni, that council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, so the last Finance Committee report is for the tax administrative rules. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to approve the proposed administrative rules for the administration of city taxes. The committee further recommends that the ordinance regarding this matter be presented for first reading. This is also signed by the chair and member.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
this, the new rules are meant to make it easier for businesses in the city to understand what we're doing with the new B&O tax and our other taxes, and bring them all into, together, so they're not 3 or 4 different versions of the same thing. So with that, I move the council concur in the Finance Committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Pavoni, that council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, moving on to resolutions and ordinances. We have 2 resolutions and 1 ordinance for first reading.
Okay, the first resolution is a resolution of the City of Renton, Washington, setting a hearing date to vacate a portion of North 38th Street between Meadow Avenue North and I-405. James Tasca, petitioner, VAC 15-001.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Person.
I move the resolution be adopted as read.
Second?
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Ms. Palmer, that this resolution be adopted as read. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, the final resolution is a resolution of the City of Renton, Washington, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into an interlocal agreement for school resource officers with Renton School District Number 403.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
I move the resolution, or the interlocal agreement be adopted.
Second?
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Corman, that this resolution be adopted as read. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, so the ordinance up for first reading is an ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, amending Section 52514 of Chapter 25, Businesses and Occupation Tax Code, and adopting a new Chapter 26 entitled Tax Administrative Code of Title V, Finance and Business Regulations of the Renton Municipal Code, providing administrative processes for administering city tax codes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
I move the ordinance be advanced to second and final, no, forget that, I move the ordinance be placed on second and final reading at the next council meeting.
Second?
Been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Ms. Palmer, that this ordinance be placed on second and final reading at the next council meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, moving on to new business. Mr. Prince.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Couple of items. On Monday, May 11th at 3:30, the Committee of the Whole is taking a tour of the King County Housing Authority sites, Greenbridge and Cielo Gardens. And also, and I'll make a motion for this, we're canceling the city council meeting that night. And so I move that we cancel the city council meeting on May 11th, 2015.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Prince, seconded by Mr. Pavoni, that council meeting of May 11th be canceled. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Perez.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, on May 11, Monday, May 11th, the Community Service Committee will be canceled. Is that okay? Okay, that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Perez.
Mr. Mayor.
Prince, for some reason, I think you have something else to say.
Yes. Councilmember Person reminded me that I needed to announce the committee of the whole on May 18th at 6 p.m. We have two items on the agenda: County Executive's Best Starts for Kids Initiative and regional issues. And that is all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Pavoni.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. So I came across this notice from the Prosser Police Department, and it's public information about marijuana laws. And it's kind of contradictory from what I had been heard or told throughout the last little while. And it seems like the marijuana laws are a little bit of a fluid thing. And so I'd like to make a motion for a briefing from the police department regarding our current marijuana laws.
Okay, and you also have a second item?
Yeah, I'd also like to have a briefing on camera enforcement.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Mr. Pavoni, second by Mr. Corman, that the Public Safety Committee be briefed on the current marijuana laws and issues, and also a briefing on traffic enforcement, traffic camera enforcement.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay. And you've canceled your meeting, right?
Oh, I didn't, yeah. Oh, that's right. I have one more item, Mr. Mayor. Where's it at? The meeting, May 18th, the Public Safety Committee meeting will be canceled.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Corman.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd just like to announce on behalf of Greg Taylor that the Utilities Committee meeting that would normally have been held May 11th has been canceled. And then I'd also like to announce that I'll be holding a Planning and Development Committee meeting on May 18th at 4:00 p.m. in the council conference room. I have two items scheduled for that meeting: portion of Northeast 38th Street vacation briefing, and the second item is a 2015 comprehensive plan update. And that's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Palmer.
Yes, the Transportation Committee will meet Tuesday, May 12th at 11 a.m. in the council conference room. 3 items on the agenda. The first is City of Renton Americans with Disabilities Act Transition Plan. Second is Kennydale Traffic Concerns Briefing. And 3 is Emerging Issues in Transportation. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Person.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Finance Committee will meet Monday, May 18th at 5:30 p.m. in the council conference room. 2 topics: vouchers and emerging issues in revenue streams.
Okay, thank you. Last is audience comments. Is there anybody that wanted to address the council? What's the wish of the council?
Will we adjourn?
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Prince, so we adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.